In a matter of hours, President Trump's choice to be the next U.S. Supreme Court justice could be in for some tough questioning in the Capitol. Confirmation hearings for Judge Neil Gorsuch are scheduled to start tomorrow. And one local expert says those high court nominees, his record could help him get past the critics. Charles Molyneux is live at the federal courthouse in Rochester. Good evening, Charles.
And good evening. Neil Gorsuch is, of course, a judge with the federal court. He's with the 10th Circuit Court of Appeals, which means he has a track record of rulings and writings that his supporters and critics can bring up when he goes before the U.S. Senate tomorrow. And in one respect, Gorsuch can be considered unconventional.
The Democrats are mobilizing against the confirmation of what they see as an extremist justice. Is that who this is?
I don't believe so.
Retired New York Supreme Court Justice Joseph Valentino says Judge Gorsuch is hard to pin down as an arch-conservative. Gorsuch did rule on freedom of religion grounds against forcing businesses like Hobby Lobby to pay for employees' birth control. But he also said prisons should accommodate the religious observances of a convicted murderer.
I think it's too early to condemn this fellow, especially if you read what he has stated in the past.
Valentino says Gorsuch really stands out on what's called the Chevron deference. That's the notion that the courts should let government agencies like the FDA or the EPA have the final word on how laws, like environmental laws or even Obamacare, are enforced. Gorsuch has said the courts should be willing to overrule the agencies.
Agencies, bureaucracies should not have the ability to regulate life-determining matters in our society. That may be in for a change. You never know. And it's probably a welcome change as far as I'm concerned.
Valentino says Judge Gorsuch does look conservative when it comes to judging based on laws, even laws he may not like, instead of trying to use his power as a judge to change laws.
I don't know if people really want an activist judge. They want a judge that's going to follow the law. They want a judge that's going to interpret the Constitution as it was framed so that everybody has equal rights.
Gorsuch's confirmation hearings are scheduled to get underway tomorrow morning at 11 in the Senate Judiciary Committee. Now, tomorrow we're likely to hear mostly from the senators speaking for and against Gorsuch. He is expected to do most of telling his own story and answering questions starting Wednesday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Reporting live in Rochester, Charles Molyneux, News 10 NBC.